Alright, back with another video. So y'all saw my first video that some insurance people had called. I showed y'all what it's like to get an insurance quote. I let it play out so y'all can see the type of questions they was asking. I am in the process of renewing my my insurance with my authority, and I did get a quote back today, and I'm gonna show you guys this quote. And this will put, for all y'all that, hey Andrew, do you have 100-mile radius, 200-mile radius? Do you got a $1 million policy or 750,000? Well, you finna find out today, because I got the quote right here, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen, and we're gonna go through it together. Okay? Now, I just got this quote, and one thing I did this time was I asked my insurance agent, because I've been listening to my main man, S125, and Calvin Leach. I've been listening. I've been hearing about all this money in the drive-in world. My favorite lease driver, Jaw, he 10,000 gross, 14,000 gross. I said, damn, man, they doing all that with a reefer? I had to tell my insurance, I said, hey, I gotta do more than just this driving. And I'm hearing, my favorite lease driver and everybody over there, the top players, they get into it with this reefer. So I need you to give me a quote for the reefer too. Frozen, produce. I need produce, and I need frozen goods, and I need reefer breakdown. Okay, let's take a look. This is through Geico. I'm not telling you to go out and get a quote with Geico. 1997 Freightliner, radius more than 500. That means unlimited. I can go anywhere in the United States. As far as the trailer, the 1981 Butler tanker trailer, y'all know I still got the pneumatic trailer. That's what that is. Radius, they don't really have a radius on the trailers, but that's unlimited too. Okay, well, we drop down to what the policy covers. Now, this is the first time I've seen this, by the way, so I'm seeing if it's correct myself. But $1 million combined single limit policy, it's $11,120. Motor truck cargo insurance, $100,000 cargo insurance with a $2,500 deductible. That's $2,097. Refrigeration breakdown. Okay, I actually thought he was gonna give me $50,000, but this is for a $100,000 policy on refrigeration breakdown. $2,500 deductible. It's only $1,049. So if I got a $100,000 cargo, I got refrigeration breakdown with it. Trailer interchange, $40,000 trailer interchange. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that on here or not. It's cheap. It's $2,000, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing power only. If I run reefer, obviously I go up and get a Super Ego reefer trailer, and I just add that VIN number to the policy. Or I guess I could use trailer interchange, but I'll probably keep it on the policy. Moving along. Okay, so I'm making sure I want you guys to see it. Subtotal $16,455 for the year. Okay. Oh, we got a second page. Nothing really important on the second page. I don't have physical damage. I get my physical damage through somebody else if I decide to get it. Usually I do it in the wintertime, but I go to like a True North, but True North no longer, they don't cover my trucks no more, 07 and down, unless they change their policy. But I do something outside of the commercial policy because I can get it way cheaper. But True North, for my flat top, they'll charge me like $120 for the month for physical damage. It'll be something dirt cheap like that. But anyways, moving along, what else is on here that's important? Policy discounts. I don't have any policy discounts. I guess if I enroll in Drive Easy Pro, maybe they give me a discount. I don't know, but commodities haul. So here you go. For all you guys that want to know, you know, commodity salt. Okay, here we go. Paper, plastic, glass, paper, and paper products. Now, when I say paper products, all that's drive-in. All that's drive-in. Stuff that goes on the plastic, cardboard, everything in boxes, plastic, wrapped in, you know, all that's drive-in. We got refrigerated goods, frozen food, non-seafood. Now, if I want to haul seafood, which pays more money, that's usually what them LTL guys are hauling, I could get that, and I probably can get it cheap too, you know, but I don't have no seafood customers, so I gotta get the customers first, but that's just a phone call to add it on. Other than that, this is for a 1-year policy. I will have to put down, well, they got different pay structures, but I pay monthly, so if you look at the last column, 16.67% down, $2,800 down, $1,379.20 a month. Right now I pay $1,000 a month, so if I put down maybe $5,000 down, I could probably reduce it back to $1,000 a month, you know. But that's all to it, man. Ain't nothing else on here. So if you got questions about this policy, you know, I just make sure mine is nice and transparent. Let me see what this. Let me pull out a calculator and see what $1,379 a month is for all my guys out there that pay monthly insurance. Okay, let me break it down to you. 1379.20 divided by 4. It's about $344 a month. So I know at the Russians, some of y'all pay $250 a week. In the oil field, y'all up to $350 a week. So if I put a bigger down payment, I can get that down hopefully closer to $250 a week. That's why I would like to be at. Now this is a quote, like I said, with refrigeration. If I take the refrigeration off and just do drive-in, the quote is lower. But with this added on, this is what I'd be paying. And some people will say, "Oh, Andrew, that's still a great quote." Of course, it's a great quote, fool. Why would I be out here paying $2,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 like everybody else? Why would I do something like that? That's for people that's filthy rich and driving trucks and got money to donate. I ain't got all that money to donate. I ain't got all that, man. Y'all richer than me, but I'm poor. This right here, this is a poor insurance quote. This is for somebody, you know, somebody living with their mama or something. That's the kind of quote this is right here. You don't want no quote this cheap. And we can get it down a little bit more too, because like I said, that trade interchange, we may can get that off. We may can get. Okay, let's go on to the next topic. Now, my mortgage broker, I ain't really liking what he talking about, but I'm trying to get a house $100,000 or less. But you know, says thank you for reaching out and sharing the details of your situation. Let me tell you what the situation is. Last year I was W-2, filed taxes, all that good stuff. You know, got tax returns, all that. This year I'm 1099. That's the situation. I told him how much I made last year, my adjusted gross income, and then I told him, now the numbers I told him this year was $40,000 and $50,000, but I told him that because on that range right there, I plan to pay taxes on that amount. I plan to pay taxes on that amount, which is about $7,000. I think $7,000 is what it is, but we'll say $7,000 to $9,000 to show that much income. But he came back and said something different. He said, "Hey, well, Andrew, wait a minute. Before you pay all that in tax." Let's read, okay. It really helps me to understand how we can best structure this for you based on your information you provided. I connected with several of my lenders, and here's what we can do. Loan amount and property price. Minimum loan amount is $100,000. So right off the top, they ain't really helping me out. This is for Memphis, Tennessee. Well, no, I'll take that back. Well, this is for Memphis, but he worked with other states also. I think he worked with like 5 states. I don't remember the states. But Tennessee is one of them. Y'all know I was talking, you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 house. He talking about the minimum loan is $100K. I had to think about that. But this is for both of us, you know, because y'all need this information too, because y'all 1099 truck driver. I'm trying to find a way for all of us to get a property. See, it ain't just for me, it's for you too. Okay, here we go. For all y'all 1099 Chicago drivers, I'm trying to help you out too. Don't you click off this video, fool. I'm trying to help you out. I gotta go downtown by 3 o'clock, so I gotta get up out of here. We also require at least $40,000 in equity. Sometimes we can get an exemption down to $30,000. So the house got to be worth, I'm assuming, $40,000. Is that how equity work? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would assume the house got to have be worth $40,000. I don't know. In practical terms, this means the program works best if you're purchasing a property in the price range of $140,000 plus, with about $40,000 down. Now, for some of y'all go, how you gonna get $40,000 down? Okay, well, listen to me. It may be harder to do as a company driver. I get it. You know, if you're 1099 with the Russians, $2,000 a week, well, that's what you'll make. But say try to save $1,500 a week. But you know, with this new insurance quote, you know, I'm hearing my man S125 and Cavalier and my favorite lease driver, they out there, you know, getting some. Don't you see the reefer paying $4, $5, $6, $7 a mile? So getting $40,000 with this insurance quote and a Super Ego reefer trailer, I'm just saying, how fast can I get to $40,000 from zero? We're gonna say I'm at zero. How fast, huh? Favorite lease driver, he grossing 10. I know I can gross 10 too, so we both grossing 10. He take home, you know, he said, what, $3,500? I take home, you know, $7,000. I guess about a month I can make the money from scratch. So I'm just saying, depending on your situation, obviously depends on how fast you can make some money. Where we at? Because you're a truck driver for years and recently switched from W-2 to self-employed 1099, you may qualify for a 1-year bank statement loan. Now, this is where I found out about 1-year bank statement loans. I don't know if they do it for everybody, but I do know, so one of y'all told me this, if you've been in business for more than 5 years, let me explain what that means. When you register your LLC with the Secretary of State, as long as you've been paying for 5 years, every year you gotta file your annual report. You know it's due in April. $300 is how much I pay. As long as you've been paying it $300 for 5 years, you qualify for a 1-year bank statement loan. A lot of y'all, you know, now if you go look up my business, Tennessee Secretary of State, you go look with your own eyes, CAJ Logistics, you'll see I pay my annual report. I'm active. You may be inactive. I'm active. You don't believe me? Go look. Tennessee Secretary of State, CAJ Logistics, active. I'm just trying to teach the truck drivers to pay their annual report. It's just $300 a year. But like I said, y'all may all qualify for this 1-year bank statement loan. I don't know. I had to find out more information. We just need to verify how long your LLC has been active. You mentioned since 2021, which works in your favor. So maybe you do got to have the 5 years. I started my LLC in 2021. You know, I know most businesses fail within the first year or 2 years or whatever. Guys, I'm almost 5 years into this trucking. For one thing I know about trucking, ain't no such thing as felons. You can shut your insurance down, you can go hang out with Mr. Charlie job, and money will still come in. And you can reactivate your authority, and money will still come in. Okay, I'm just saying. Credit score and down payment. Our program go as low as 600 FICO. You hear that? So y'all can be in debt. Give me a second. Okay, I guess I don't have to go downtown at 3. Okay, so, well, that's good then. I ain't gotta be in a rush. Our program go as low as a 600 FICO, but that limits your maximum loan to value LTV to 65%. I don't know what that means. Your score, if your score is closer to 660 or above, you could qualify for up to 80% LTV, which means a lower required down payment. So if you guys got 660 or above, you can qualify for up to 80% loan to value. So I guess 20% down. Okay, so I think that's what that means. So if you got, if your credit score is below 660, I guess they want 45% down. Is that what they're saying? And then if you got 660 or above, 20% down. I don't know what that means, but I'm thinking that's how I'm reading it. I'm thinking that's what they mean. Next step, the best step now is for us to review your credit and make statements together. That way we confirm how the numbers line up and, you know, see which terms best fit you. Okay, so me being, you know, independent, all of the money I make out here in trucking, it goes straight to the bank account. All of it. All the money come here, then it goes out to, you know, wherever it go, fuel, whatever. It goes out then. So yeah, man. Once we see your current credit score, we'll know exactly what down payment percentage applies. So I have a 660 or above, so I guess 20% would be what I got put down. But like I said, $100,000 minimum loan, that kind of goes against my plan. My down payment would be, I guess, $20,000 and $30,000, which I'm totally fine with that. It's just I wasn't planning on paying $100,000 plus for a house. But I mean, hey, that's what I got to do. I guess I gotta get something a little bit newer. I guess I don't know, but and I wasn't trying to do this until next year, by the way. I wasn't trying to do this year because I'm still waiting on, you know, Jerome Powell to see if these interest rates are gonna come down. Because one thing that ain't in here is them interest rates, and I bet with this type of loan, it's probably 10%. That's why I ain't trying to borrow a lot of money. Mr. Charlie ain't trying, because I need something where I know this trucker, I can knock a whole lot of principal down driving a truck. I ain't trying to be stuck in no 30-year pay Mr. Charlie forever for life. That's what you trying to be in. I ain't trying to be in none of that. I'm trying to see, okay, hey, Mr. Charlie, I just need to borrow, you know, $120,000. I give you 20% down, finance the rest. I know I can get out here, get in the truck, and by that being my only bill, that's if I cut the insurance. If I cut this authority, that house would be my only, you know, just mortgage. We cut that lights and all that. We cut all that out. We cut all that out. Shit. We cut all that out. It's time to get out here and ride. What, we need to go to the Russians? I need to go make $2,000 a week at the Russians. 2, 4, 6, 8, $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month. How much I owe on the house? Let's just say I owe $80,000 on the house. Say I owe $80,000 on the house, and I'm able to get, we say $6,000 from driving the truck, because I got to pay for food. You know, I got food on the road expenses. I stay on the road $6,000 a month. How fast can I knock down this principal? See, I'm trying to give you realistic numbers. $6,000, let's say 6 months. That's $36,000. You owe $80,000. Stay out a whole year, $72,000. Would you stay on the road for a year knowing that you can pay off a whole house? Oh, it's time to get it's time to get out there and grind in. We finna go out there. I stay in the truck for a whole year. Yeah, I go stay in the truck for a whole year. But we got that money gotta be coming in too. Yeah. I go up there and eat chicken nuggets and all that for a year. I'm just saying if I was in that position. But with this authority though, you know, like I said, my man S125, now he may know how to get this 80,000, you know, two, three months or something. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to hang out with my reefer guys now. Y'all see the quote? Now come on, reefer guys, and give me the good game. Now, I need truck unity. I need y'all in there giving that good game, because now I'm listening. I'm listening now. Come on, S125 Cavaliers. I'm trying to hear about this good reefer game. Come on now, I need y'all talking about this. I know it ain't good on the East Coast. I ain't come to the West Coast. Shoot, Trump working on helping us try and get into that California. I'm listening. What we need to do? Where the money at? I already told you where the reefer coming from, Super Ego or Swift if I get on Repower. So we need to start talking about this reefer money, man. It's time to talk about this reefer money. I'm listening now. See, at first I wasn't listening because I was like, man, I ain't no reefer driver. But now with this quote, I'm listening. So I didn't know where this money at. I mean, I just subscribed to EMT, Interstate maybe. I'm watching everybody hauling the reefer now. I'm everybody. You got a reefer, I'm listening. Company driver, lease driver, I'm listening to everybody now. I'm like, what the money at? What's up with the money? What's up with the money now? Come on now. All right, y'all.